This is some pretty crazy freaking news about Deadpool Wolverine. We've got to talk about it. Spoiler warning. Let's get into it. Wesley Snipes' Blade. Wesley Snipes' Blade is literally going to be in Deadpool Wolverine. We're going to get Wesley Snipes' Blade before we get Mahershala Ali Blade. This is a real scoop coming from Daniel RPK over on his Patreon. We have some context added from some other people as well. But the story is Wesley Snipes' Blade, not only is he going to be in Deadpool and Wolverine, he's going to have a supporting role, not just a cameo. We're gonna get Wesley Snipes as Blade, kicking ass, fighting with katanas before we get Mahershala Ali as Blade in the MCU. I still can't get over it. What the fuck? And you know what else? And I literally just realized this. This dude has been laughing about the Mahershala Ali thing. Wesley Snipes' Blade is literally on Twitter low-key making fun of what's happening with Mahershala Ali's Blade movie, and he's over on the set filming for Deadpool and Wolverine. What? And can I just say, I am so happy that this is a real thing. Like, Wesley Snipes' Blade is so freaking cool. It's going to be awesome to have him in the movie. Another sort of straight guy in the same way that you're going to have the straight guy with Wolverine. These more brooding, serious characters that are going to become the sort of vehicle by which Deadpool gets to a lot of his jokes. And Ryan Reynolds did that when he was in Blade Trinity with him as well, right? That's kind of how that all worked back then. But it's also cool because Blade is one of the first major comic book movies that actually worked. It kind of launches what becomes Marvel in the movie theater, right? Because the X-Men movies come out after that. They sort of work based on things that worked within Blade. I don't think you get Fox X-Men or even the MCU without Blade. So it's super cool to get Wesley Snipes as Blade hanging out in a Marvel movie again in this year of our Lord 2024. I also kind of think they're going to kill him, and maybe it'll even be Deadpool that kills him as well. So I don't know if you're going to be like seeing much more of Wesley Snipes' Blade. I mean, hopefully they get another variant of him in Secret Wars. And I am kind of confused, like, just how many variants of Wesley Snipes' Blade are out there? Is there like a bunch of them? Is there more than one even in this movie? But either way, as a big fan of those old Blade movies and as a big fan of the Blade character, I'm hyped. I'm excited. I can't believe they worked this out, and he's going to have a substantial role, or, you know, maybe I shouldn't say substantial role, but it's not just a cameo. Like, he's going to have lines. He's hanging out with the Resistance. That's cool. Now, the context for this is crazy. This is like even more spoilers for the movie, and this is actually coming from the Geeky Cast. And according to the Geeky Cast, Wesley Snipes will return as Blade and will be a part of the Resistance team in Deadpool and Wolverine. All the Resistance members include X-23, played by Daphne Keane, Gambit, played by Channing Tatum, Human Torch, played by frickin' Chris Evans, and Elektra, played by Jennifer Garner. And if you're anything like me, after you heard that, you fell out of your chair and also pooped your pants in a good way. First of all, that sounds like an incredible team. How did they get so lucky to have that team together along with Hugh Jackman as Wolverine and Ryan Reynolds as Deadpool? Like, that's crazy. Daphne Keane is X-23. That's freaking awesome. She also did say she's not in the movie, but so did the Juggernaut guy, and he was literally in the last trailer. So, like, they all just be lying. That's going to be really cool to see her. And we've even heard that there's going to be scenes in the movie where she's talking to this version of Wolverine, mourning the loss of Logan from her universe, but also the fact that her universe has now been destroyed because of the death of Wolverine. Apparently, Logan in that universe was the anchor being, or at least that's what's rumored out there. Either way, I'm excited to see Daphne Keane as X-23. She was freaking awesome in Logan. She's a lot older now, but I expect her to be just as badass. I like Daphne Keane. Channing Tatum is Gambit. That is crazy because he was rumored to be in this movie a long time ago. In fact, he was rumored to be in the movie around the same time that the rumors about Jennifer Garner as Elektra were coming out. And back then, there were rumors that maybe they were going to be visiting other X-Men universes, or maybe they would go visit the universe where Jennifer Garner was at, and maybe she was even a member of the Illuminati from that universe. But it turns out to be much simpler than that. She and Gambit are just going to be with the the Resistance. We've seen footage of Elektra in the trailers fighting with Wolverine and Deadpool outside of Cassandra Nova's base or whatever that thing is. That is freaking awesome. And of course, we got to talk about Chris freaking Evans as the Human Torch, being a member of the team for the Resistance. I really thought he was just going to have a cameo in this movie, and I thought it was going to be a funny joke because Wade Wilson idolizes Captain America, and he's going to be super pissed when he sees that it's Chris Evans, but Chris Evans as the Human Torch. He's going to feel cheated, kind of in the same way that we as the fans will feel cheated, even though I liked him as Johnny Storm. It's obviously all about Steve freaking Rogers, baby. So I thought that's what it was going to be, essentially a gag. But if he's a part of this Resistance, are they actually going to have a lot of screen time? Are they going to be fighting against Cassandra Nova and all of those Cassandra Nova goons or whatever? And then you throw Wesley Snipes' Blade into the mix. Dude, I love Wesley Snipes' Blade. So much swagger. So badass. So many awesome one-liners.
Are you out of your damn mind?
Can't tell you. They'll kill me.
Kill you, motherfucker. I'll kill you. I'll just enjoy better.
Some motherfuckers are always trying to ice skate uphill.
And there's also the fact that he literally had a movie with Ryan Reynolds, Blade Trinity. And there were even rumors that they didn't get along at all. So I wonder if there's going to be jokes about that. You would assume it's water under the bridge since they have him in the movie and Ryan's like a producer on the movie. He's a big part of making this movie. So you would assume he's cool with it. So they got to have fun with it. I think the reason I like this team is because just at a base level, if I'm just talking about the comic book characters, this is a cool team. Like Blade, X-23, Human Torch, Elektra, Gambit. Like, that's kind of a fire team. But it's even more fire because of the actors and actresses that are playing these characters, because we've seen them play these characters before, other than Channing Tatum Gambit, which we all really wanted, but we never got. And I think for me, when it comes to Deadpool and Wolverine, there was a part of me that wanted this movie to be a sort of journey around the multiverse where we'd see all sorts of crazy stuff. And I was a little disappointed when I first realized, oh, a lot of this movie is probably just going to be on the Void. And yeah, we'll have some variants, but it's all in this sort of Mad Max, like post-apocalyptic part of the universe. But after seeing the trailers and seeing what the combat is like on the freaking Void, and we've already seen a lot of fun variants of Fox X-Men teaming up with Cassandra Nova, and then you add this cast of characters, Wesley Snipes Blade on top of it all, with Hugh Jackman, Wolverine, Ryan Reynolds, Deadpool. It's just, that's awesome, man. That actually really does have me excited for the movie, and there's got to be more, right? I mean, we've heard that Cyclops in the movie, we heard Storm's in the movie, there's got to be more Fox X-Men, so there could be even more joining this cast of characters. Maybe not all in supporting roles, right? It seems like for whatever reason Wesley Snipes is getting like more screen time than a lot of these other people, right? At least you would assume. But I guess the truth is we don't know shit about Deadpool and Wolverine, really. I mean, there were old plot leaks that told us a bunch of crazy stuff, and yeah, there's a lot of stuff we know based on stuff that was in the trailers, but the trailers only show very, very small part of the movie. We're less than a month out. I'm super excited, and as more stuff comes out, I'll cover it here on the channel because I can't help myself, and I know a lot of you like to get excited about it with me too. Let's get hyped, baby! Let me know your thoughts about this scoop, all this crazy stuff. Wesley Snipes Blade, holy shit. Let me know your thoughts in the comment section below. And as I always say, I hope you are having an awesome and a nerdy day, and I'll see you in the next video.